Yo, what's up? Max here. I'm standing here with our head strategy coach Nikita, and in this video we'll be talking about getting to $10,000 or euros a month, the things that you don't need. Okay, now why do we know that? Because none of the things that we're gonna write down on this list are things that our clients do, and some of our clients already make $10,000 a month. So if you like money, if you like freedom, if you like being your own boss, pay attention right now, because none of the things that we're gonna write down here are necessary for you. Let's go.
Have you ever wondered whether there's more to life than a boring dead-end 9-to-5 job? Have you ever dreamed about breaking free, traveling the world, making good money, and just enjoying life? No more office dress code, no morning commute, no boss. This channel is for you, so here's to your freedom.
Nikita, what's the first one that we're gonna write down here? What do people not need?
What you don't need is YouTube channel.
Absolutely, no YouTube channel. This is something that we get a lot, especially because you're watching this on YouTube now. Most people know me from YouTube and they're like, well, I know you from YouTube, so I need to write a huge YouTube channel. And sometimes people apply to work with us and they're like, oh, for the last 6 months, I've been building my channel and creating content. I've been starting to do YouTube vlogs, and I've been doing the Gary V, and that's great. Absolutely not a bad thing if you want to have a YouTube channel. But do yourself a favor, create a YouTube channel while you're already making 10K a month, because creating a YouTube channel while you're getting 10K a month is way better than without 10K a month, okay? So we're gonna cross that out right away, YouTube channel.
It's actually a big misconception a lot of people have here, right? Because a lot of people think they need to have to first of all have this epic brand, right? They have this kind of YouTube channel and then they'll be successful with that, right? But of course, a YouTube channel is later on cool to kind of multiply your business, to scale it, right? But to get your first couple of clients, again, as you said here, we don't need that.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then people are like, but how do people know I'm an expert? People sold before there was YouTube, okay? People sold in the 1990s before there was YouTube. People will know you're an expert if you do a couple things right, if you know the 80-20 rules of sales and marketing. If you know enough, you know the most 20% from sales and marketing give you 80% of the results, that is fine, with or without YouTube. Very similar to that is Instagram, big Instagram profile, right? Being an influencer whatsoever. Funny on a side note, any of these brand related things, you'd be surprised how many people, obviously we respect our privacy, how many people apply for us with blue verified checked mark on Instagram, 500,000 people, subscribers, YouTube channels. They're huge. I look at their Instagram, like their goddamn life looks way better than mine. They're flying around in first class, stuff like that. Turns out they're broke as hell. They can't make money. Their followers are all whack people with no money. And when they do fly somewhere in first class, because we got it for free to promote it. And that is basically it. So no, you do not need a big Instagram profile. What I would say with this YouTube channel, Instagram profile, later, yes, if you want, okay? Later, yes, if you want, but money first, then brand. Why do I always say money first, then brand? Because Nikita and I are money hungry. We love money, but we're money hungry patriarchs that wants to oppress the common people. No, not at all. It's simply because it's oxygen for your business, all right? People always think a business is built on reputation and followers and blah, blah, blah. No, your business is built on oxygen, because at the end of the day, you need to buy yourself food and a roof over the top. You need to have money for whatever you're doing with your business. It's your oxygen. That's why I always, if you're underwater with your head and you cannot breathe, you're not gonna think about how cool you look and how many people respect you. You're gonna think about oxygen. So we're trying to get you to 10K a month here, because that's some good oxygen. That's a good amount of oxygen.
By the way, if you don't even make 10K a month, you have even no idea what to put on YouTube, what kind of content to upload. You have no idea about it yet.
That is very, very true. I would have otherwise forgotten. Thanks for mentioning that. So any of these things, we got to understand with this content creation, it's the tip of a pyramid, okay? It is the tip of the pyramid. And that, I can literally paint it like this. Let's see if this is still in the shot here, guys, let me know. So this is a very well drawn pyramid here, okay? And okay, it's still in the shot. And what you gotta understand is here down below you have the solid foundation, okay? The solid foundation is 10K a month, all right? And what does these 10K a month mean? These 10K a month means, number one, you're comfortable, all right? You make 10K, this means you don't have to worry about paying the bills. Hopefully, I don't know what kind of bills you have, but 10K a month should be very comfortable for you, right? So now you're good, okay? Also, what 10K a month means, it means you know your target audience. I'm gonna write it very small here. No TA for target audience, okay? If you're able to generate 10K a month without any of this stuff, just by knowing your target audience, by knowing how to sell to them, you have a very solid foundation of that pyramid. And then the next stage for that pyramid is small content. I'm literally gonna call it small content. What I mean by small content, I mean you have 300 people Facebook profile, 300 people followers on Instagram. You create small content, you post a picture of you coaching, a picture of you and your expertise, just to show certain people in your target audience, hey, this person is real, okay? This is what I call small content. The next stage from that small content is branded content, okay? Branded content. What do I mean by branded content? Branded content is where you already have a brand, okay? This is where you establish a brand. This is, you know, where you say, what's up? This is Max, or this is Nikita, right? This is stuff that people associate with you, you know? Ty Lopez with the Lamborghini here in my garage. This is branded content. This is where you build a brand. And then down on the top, this is where you're gonna go with paid ads, you know, YouTube ads. And we'll talk about these ads in a second because that's another thing that you don't need, all right? But you see here, all these build upon these 10K a month of you knowing your target audience. And to get back full circle to what you said, if you don't know your target audience, all right, if you're not able to generate 10K without any of this schnuck stuff, you're not gonna be able to create proper content on YouTube and Instagram profile either, okay? Every single piece of content that I'm creating here on my YouTube channel or on my Instagram, by the way, check out my Instagram, highly recommend it. Every single piece of content is because I know you. I know who you are. I know why you're watching this. I know what you want. Why did we call our program Freedom Business Mentoring Program? Because I know 90% of the people that I talked to talked about being free. I want to be free and I want to have a mentor, right? That's why we call it Freedom Business Mentoring Program. It's very simple. So you can see here, knowing your target audience is the very, very foundation upon which you can build all these other things. So let's get to the next point. Ads, another thing that you don't need. All right, we get that sometimes that people are like, but when do I run Facebook ads? When can I start running Facebook ads? Or even worse, I've been running Facebook ads for so long now, it doesn't work. And that's the bad thing, because in order to run ads, there's a certain experimental phase, all right? You need to experiment a little, what kind of ad, what kind of copy, what kind of audience works well. Now the problem is, it costs money. It costs money by the day. So you're literally paying to experiment around. You don't need to pay. Again, if you adhere to the 10K a month, and we'll show you how, if you adhere to that, you don't need to experiment with your own money. You just experiment a little bit with your time, all right? Ideally, you have expertise, you have a mentor who looks you over the shoulder doing that, you can get to that. Later, Facebook ads, hell yeah. If you already know how to make 10K a month, you can scale upon that, you put in money and boom, you make from 10K to 15K, 10K to 20K and so on and so forth, but you don't need that.
Right? So because of the first 1 to 2K, we just experiment around on Facebook. We literally just throw them away to just test.
Exactly.
And find out,
and by that time where you're investing 1 to 2K to test ads, you want to make money already.
And for example, Anri, right, one of our clients, how he tried to get his clients first, he spent $50 a day on Facebook and for 6 months.
Horrible idea.
Clients,
and unnecessary too. Like again, like by all means, use Facebook ads, YouTube ads when you know what to do. But before that, don't waste your money. I would hate to watch you waste your money. Similarly to that, podcast, all right? Podcast, nice to have. If you already have one and you want to leverage that, absolutely, but it is not necessary. You don't need to build up a huge podcast, become the next Joe Rogan before you sell anything. Not necessary. You can get to 10K a month easily before that. Basically any type of content, okay? All this is content creation. All this content. Create that content later, goddammit. Create content when you make a 10K a month. Before that, don't waste your time doing that. Next point here, and this might strike a chord with some people, website. You don't need a website. There's also people who come to us like, I've built a website, I've built a funnel, and then they're gonna see this copy, and then the welcome video and all that. I'm like, dude, you're wasting all your time. You don't need that. Yep. All of our clients, I think literally all of them that are currently making money don't have a website. The very, very extreme case, they have a you can book me page where they can, have certain clients that they can book them, but that is it. You can book me page, you set up in 5 seconds. Website, not necessary. Nice to have later on once you're making 10K, absolutely, but you don't need a website in the beginning, all right? And then we have, this is to further provoke certain people, all the theory marketing junkies that are talking about funnels and they set up
upsell, downsell,
all
this complicated
and a tripwire first, and then here the email sign up, and they created an elaborate funnel for 6 months with email upsell, downsell, and whatnot. And I'm like, how much money have you been making? Well, nothing yet. But as soon as I get them leads, I send them through, and then people jump off at the tripwire already because they know nothing about their target audience, right? Remember here, 10K a month, know your target audience first. So funnel, not necessary. Obviously, we use a goddamn funnel right now, absolutely. But we're making more than 10K a month, okay? So make your 10K first, then by all means, get your funnel if you want to. Webinars, same spiel like that. Webinar, basically same. Once you know your target audience, what are you gonna put in that webinar if you don't know your target audience? But I know my target audience already. Cool, prove it and make your first 10K.
That's why you also don't need a video course.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the next thing, like video, product, right? We're gonna call it info product, right? Because that's also a thing that we see so many people making. But Max, you're repeating yourself. Yeah, I'm repeating myself because I keep getting these people. Info product, okay? We're gonna play Karate Kid here, okay? Remember Karate Kid where he says, mop the floor over and over again until you make your 10K, because all you really need is mop the floor, the basics, all right? The basics of mopping your floor. So info product, people come to us having created an info product for months and it's gonna be well, and they know so sure it's gonna sell. And by all means, if it does, kudos, my respect, I'm happy for you. But the unfortunate reality is that it isn't like that. Most of the time, info products don't sell because people don't know their target audience. Big problem, all right? Well, so we have here, I always look at my notes down here. Chatbot, that's the next big thing. Chatbot and going alongside chatbots, everything that is trend. Well, what other trends do we have now? We have the chatbot trend, we got the whatever, every month there's a new marketing gadget trend that is coming up. But the thing is, look, it's like you got a very elaborate, you got a ship, you got an amazing ship, okay? You got a yacht. It's beautiful, it's made of gold and silver, and it's fast, and it has all the thing. If you don't have a navigator, right? If you don't know what direction that yacht goes, it doesn't matter. So, right, this is your yacht. It's nice and cool and fancy, but if you don't know what to do with it, if you don't know where you want to go with your target audience, you're going to have a very bad time. What else, Nikita? What else we got on there? Book. Don't need the book either. We're running out of space. Book. This is something that is a little less. We don't get that much, but some people are like, I need to be an accredited author and whatnot. Not necessarily, okay? You don't need to be a book. Speaker, you don't also need to be a speaker, okay? Some people come here and they say, but I need to be a speaker, I need to have spoken in front of an audience. Absolutely not necessary. What else do we have here? Certificates. What do you think about certificates, Nikita? Do I need a certificate?
Of course not. Yeah, nobody cares if you have if you have a sign, hey, you're a certificate coach now. Right?
Yeah.
Nobody cares about it. What people care about, I think, we also said in the last video, is if they can get results, and if they see that you can bring it from A to B, that's all it is.
Really is like that. I mean, I don't have a certificate. I never went to a single business course whatsoever. I had a lot of real life experience. I have a mentor, and that is really it. I don't have no schmuck certificate that certifies that I've spent 4 years in a theoretical classroom. It's basically all their certificates do. Now, if you live in the States, you're gonna be extra screwed because you gotta pay for that goddamn certificate. You gotta pay for universities, and honestly, college and university, that's the biggest scam out there. I don't care what you're gonna think of me now, but it's the biggest scam out there because you get a bunch of theoretical knowledge. You're gonna pay tons of money for that. The big upside that I could maybe think about is you can have connections, like great connections, because I went to school with that guy, but I have connections too. I never went to any goddamn school. So yeah, certificate, not necessary. Obviously, if you have a certificate, cool, don't burn it, all right? We have a client of ours, he's a certified nutritionist, and he's like, yo, I don't want to go down the traditional route of a nutritionist. I want to build a business around that. Mm-hmm. And yeah, it helps, but most of the clients that we have that are at 10K right now as we speak, they don't have a certificate because they know how to basically show the prospect that they can help them. And that is all that people care about. People only care about, can that person deliver me my result, yes or no? Really is that simple. And last but not least, do we have anything else? Employees, not necessary either. People think that too. These are the biggest excuses that we get here. These are the smaller ones, but we did want to mention them as well. Employee is not necessary later on when you scale, because people think, oh, 10K a month, how many people do I need to have working for me at that point? None. You can literally make 10K a month alone, sitting in your room, sitting in your mom's basement, and I mean, if you want to live in a basement, that's it. Yeah.
We should actually also write down skill, you know?
That's true too. Not a specific skill.
Exactly.
Not a specific expert skill. Specific, that's wonderfully said, expert skill. What do I mean by that? Now, what I mean is, do we teach people how to scam other people because they actually can't help them? No, not at all. What we're basically saying is, you probably have a skill without you even knowing that, okay? Most people come to us and they say, but I can't sell anything. How can I become an online coach? How can I become an online service provider? I don't know anything. And then we dig a little deeper, we analyze their strengths, and it turns out that almost everybody has overcome a certain challenge in their life, probably even multiple challenges. Have you ever overcome breakup? Have you found your dream partner? Have you overcome a disease? Have you dealt with divorce, even with your own divorce or your parents' divorce? Have you dealt with stress? Have you learned meditation? Have you learned skills about marketing? Do you know how to build a website, for example, service providing? Are you good at a certain sport? Are you good at a certain skill? Do you have children that are not ruined, right? There's so many things out there where people are like, actually, yeah, I know how to do that. And there's other people that you can help doing that, okay? And the thing is too, again, like if you know 80-20, about marketing and sales, the 20 most important percent that give you 80% of the results. You can literally show people, yes, that you can help them getting that result, right? Have you lost weight, gained weight, built muscle, whatever it is, you can help other people.
For a couple of years, for example.
Huh?
Worked somewhere for a couple of years, you know, gained specific sales skills, engineering skills, you know.
Absolutely. You would be surprised how many skills are within you, really, and we can help you bring them out. What you do need to make 10K a month as a coach, all right, as an online coach? We're gonna write that down. What do you need as first, Nikita? What would you say?
An exact step-by-step plan.
Exact step-by-step plan. I love that. You know what? Let's delete all this. An exact step-by-step plan to get to 10K a month. Because some people try that, and there's a lot of trial and error. And I always put it like this: look, it's very unnecessary for you to trial and error around because someone else has made all the stupid, dumbass mistakes for you. Why doing it yourself? All right, it's exact step-by-step plan. I like that. Exact step by. I can't write. I need an exact step-by-step plan.
Certificate.
Step-by-step plan. And obviously, what we're gonna write here is what you do need. What you do need is an exact step-by-step plan. Why? Because otherwise you're gonna waste your time, all right? We all know time is money. I hate that whenever somebody says, I'll figure it out myself, because usually we follow up with them 2-3 months down the line, and we're like, so how is it going? And they're literally at the exact same spot. And it's horrible. Don't be that guy trying to figure it out yourself. I tried to figure out fitness myself, for example. 2 years, no results. These were 2 years that I've went to the gym multiple times a week, working my ass off, because it was still hard goddamn work, but it was the wrong work, it was the wrong direction, and I wasted 2 years of my life until I got a fitness mentor, and now I'm fairly happy with the way my body looks and what I feel and how my health is, etc., right? So exact step-by-step plan, and then what does that step-by-step plan teach you? Positioning, all right? Positioning in niche market. What do I mean by that? I mean, if you position yourself in a niche market, you don't need to be the next Zuckerberg. You don't need to be the next Grant Cardone or whatever. You don't need to have thousands of followers and come up with the crazy new concepts. Not at all. You just need to position yourself in a niche market where there's an audience with buying power, where there's this one thing that you can fix. And again, 10K a month. I understand that if you want to become a billionaire, all right, you might want to build something like SpaceX and revolutionize that. But 10K a month, not necessary at all. I hate that when people say like, but I'm not the next Zuckerberg. My idea is not super crazy. They think they need to have this great, crazy business idea. Not at all. God damn. Position yourself in a niche market, and the next one is like, know your target audience, all right? That's what we meant earlier with the pyramid, right? That big foundation of the pyramid at the top, at the bottom, that is knowing your target audience. Oh, and then last but not least, we said it earlier, Nikita, learn
marketing and sales.
Marketing and sales. And even here, I don't know about you, Nikita, you had more marketing and sales background when you started coming here. learning marketing and sales. But for me, marketing and sales was always this big, like, oh, this like scary subject. Like, I'm not an extrovert. I'm a huge introvert, god damn it. And it was always this like big, ominous ether sphere for me. But marketing and sales is actually super simple. If you know, again, 20% that gets you 80% of the results, you're gonna be golden, all right? And that is really fairly much more simpler to teach that. So again, get away from thinking you have to, let's summarize that, right? Get away from thinking you have to create content, you have to have a big following, you have to be certified. What else do we have on there? You have to have a funnel and a website and a chatbot and all these new things. You don't need any of that in order to get to $10,000 or euros a month as an online coach or online service provider. What you do need is an exact step-by-step plan. Why? So you don't waste your time. What else you need is positioning in a niche market. What else you need is you need to know your target audience, and then learn marketing and sales, 20% that gets you 80% of the results. You want to mention anything else?
I mean, it all makes also marketing and sales way, way easier if you get rid of all the funnels, all the websites, Absolutely. All the ads, you know. I mean,
keep it simple.
How easy it is that?
Yeah, you keep it simple, you keep it lean, much more fun this way, and then later on again, you can build that brand around that. You can set up funnels, etc. If
you can actually focus on what you actually want to focus on, you know, not be sitting there until 5 a.m. in the morning building a funnel. Oh no, what you use, these things.
Absolutely, exactly. So when you say you're ready to get started, when you're ready to get that step-by-step plan that helps you to position yourself in a niche market, get near your target audience, and learn that marketing and sales, all right? The 20% that gets you 80% of results, we got some pretty cool for you because you can literally jump a call either with Nikita, with me personally, or with an expert from my team. And it's literally a for free call. All you have to do is you click on that link down in the description below, or link that appears somewhere right now. You jump on a call, and on that call, we'll basically be analyzing your situation, okay? And we'll be giving you a step-by-step plan on how you can execute that, all right? And how you can execute that directly from where you are right now to getting to success as an online coach, online service provider. So obviously this is very important for you if you already have a skill, right? Someone that is good at something that they want to do, you want to monetize that, give us a call. If you've already made some money on that, you're already fairly successful, but you want to get that edge in and want to get even better, give us a call as well. But also, if you don't know quite exactly what it is that you want to do, give us a call, because Nikita and I, we can literally analyze your strengths and we can equip you with the exact step-by-step plan that you can do that is customized to your current situation. All right. Yeah, like I said, link in the description down below. Link brings you to a page. Read what's on that page because it's really gold information. We put some text on that page to sift out the dabblers, okay? Because if you literally can't even read through a website, we don't want to work with you, okay? It sounds harsh, but we don't want to work with you. So execute, start by reading what's on that page. And then on the bottom of that page, there's an application. You click on that, you fill it out so we have some basic info about you, and then you can literally book the exact date and time where you want us to call you, and we'll get you started. That being said, this video has been a complete waste of time, all right? Unless you execute. If you're a dabbler, you've already lost. Sorry for that. Ideally, you execute, you go take action, you jump on a call with us, we'll help you get started. 10K a month as an online coach, online service provider, that is all you need. Anything else?
That's it.
That is it. Maybe talk to you very, very soon, and GG.